Hey guys, Nikolai here. In League of Legends, 6.5 million people die every day, virtually. Today the deaths we're talking about are not quite fake. And these people unfortunately did not respawn. They didn't have Guardian Angel either. With that being said, let's just jump right into top 5 people who have died while playing League of Legends. Number 5. Chen Rong. Chen was a 23-year-old avid gamer from Taipei, Taiwan. One day Chen went to an internet cafe to play League of Legends. Some reports said he was farming IP, but that isn't quite confirmed. But the reason Chen is no longer with us is because on that day he spent 23 straight hours playing League of Legends. And honestly, a few of you watching have perhaps played that much in a row yourself. I know I've reached into the double-digit mark myself. Only difference between us and him was that not only did he play 23 hours straight, an insane amount in itself, but Chen was not eating or drinking throughout the whole time. To make things even worse, Chen already had a heart condition, and unfortunately, while sitting in his chair playing League of Legends, Chen suffered a heart attack and passed away. The story doesn't even end there, because no one realized that this man had died. Business went on as usual for another 9 hours, with customers coming in and out and not noticing that there was a dead body in the room. Some customers even sitting right beside the dead man. Reason for this is because the internet cafe was open 24/7 and often allowed gamers to take naps at their computer chair, and that's what people assumed was going on. A waitress later noticed Chen was in fact dead. Rest in peace, Chen Rong. Number 4 comes to you from Guan Yu in China, when a 16-year-old student went to an internet cafe to play League of Legends instead of going straight home after school. The problem here, aside from strict parents, is that it's actually illegal for minors to be in internet cafes in China. And when the young teen came home that day, it's reported a big argument erupted in their household. Now, because you already know the title of this video, you have an idea where this is going. Reports say that the mother said, "You go online and I can't control you, so I'll just go and die." Following that up with, "You're playing online games, I didn't teach you well, I can't live with myself, so I'll just go jump into the river." Now, I don't have the exact facts, but I'm assuming they live near a river because this is where everything takes place. The son and mother end up taking this argument outside to the river, where the mother apparently took a few steps in and was supposedly caught by an undercurrent and swept away. And after that, the dad now arrives. Alright, let me cut into this real quick. I know this almost sounds like something straight out of a movie or fake, but the reason we know all the quotes and what happened is because neighbors and overwatchers were interviewed after the fact. All sources are linked below in the description, just so you know. Now, like I was saying, the story's not over, because the father shows up and people watching told him that his wife had just jumped into the river. And now, out of anger, he kicks his son and reportedly said, "You had to go online, you had to play games." And because of that, the son then also jumped into the river. And according to Chinese reports, both the mother and the son have been missing since April 4th, 2014, and their bodies have not been recovered. Number 3, the case of Lu Kai. Number 3 shares a lot with number 4, because they are both from China and both age 16. This story begins with Lu being in his dorm room on May 9th in Chengsu Vocational Technical College, where he shared his room with one other roommate. On this day, Lu loaded up League of Legends, and it's reported that he lost 3 games in a row when he got so upset that he murdered his own roommate with a knife. Now, we've all lost our promos before, but to get so mad that you 1v1 your own friend? That's truly insane. Unfortunately, the mainstream media of China, who already doesn't look at video games as positively, reported this and blamed video games for influencing Lu's decision in murdering his friend. For this crime, Lu faces a lifetime sentence. Okay, before we get to number 1, this one is just insane. Number 2 comes to you from Sao Paulo, Brazil, on October 16, 2016, when Gustavo, a 13-year-old boy, was playing League of Legends with his friends and lost the game. You know, everyone loses. It's part of the game. Sometimes you feed and you get roasted. You just keep moving on. But not this group of friends. Apparently this was a group of 4 kids playing League who had a weird consequence for whoever, quote, lost the game. Now, it's been reported as losing, but since it's a team game and I imagine the reporters didn't know all about League of Legends, I'm going to assume the consequence is given to whoever performed the worst or fed the most. The kids had a game within the game. Whoever did the worst had to choke themselves on webcam until they lost flow of air or consciousness with either their hands or an object. So I think you see where this is going. Gustavo decided to tie his neck to what reports said was a boxing bag and ended up hanging himself in front of his friends. All jokes aside, don't play around with choking yourself. And most of all, rest in peace to Gustavo. And number 1 is just an unfortunate situation that actually happened in April earlier this year. It all starts in Queens, New York, with Paul Kim, a 51-year-old homeless man who spent his time inside the K&D internet cafe. But on this day, Paul's peace was disturbed when a group of kids came in to play League of Legends and wanted to play together, so they wanted the homeless man off his seat. They asked Paul for his seat, and Paul rejected. And instead of moving on, the teens attacked Paul, punching him and trying to get him off his seat. But Paul fought back. Reportedly, the teens told cops that Kim grabbed one of them by the throat and punched him in the face during the altercation. Now, I don't know about you, but if I walk into a 1v4 and I don't got flash, I'm trying to fight that shit till I get something, you know what I'm saying? The teens then left, but came back an hour later with an additional person who wasn't there the first time. Goddamn jungler always farming when it's team fight time. So now the teens have brought an additional person and they go straight to attack Paul again, this time throwing him onto a desk and beating him up worse. During this fight though, Paul took out a knife and stabbed the person who wasn't even there the first time but came to beat up the homeless man. The kid was then taken to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead. And now I'm gonna jump in and say, I don't know how much I believe this, but some sources reported that after the teens left, Paul played a game of League of Legends while he waited for the police to show up. And I gotta say, if that isn't the most I don't give a thing to do, I don't know what is. But when the police showed up, Paul was arrested under manslaughter charges and criminal possession of a weapon. In the end though, Paul Kim was later freed of any criminal charges and proved that what he did was in self-defense. Alright guys, thanks for making it to the end of the video. As always, if you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, click or tap my face to subscribe. And if you want to see one of my past videos, click or tap the video to the right. But most of all, thanks for watching. Peace.